No negotiation, no compromise. All we want is Biafra. No negotiation, no compromise. All we want is Biafra. Our self-determination, they call it a speech. We want referendum, they come forward. Our lives are not saved in Nigeria. Spilling our blood for no just cause. Biafran self-determination, they call it hate speech. We want referendum, they come forward. Feeling my people like Christmas good too. No more to election in Biafra land. So we are crying, let us go to return. Yamaga Mesha have expired. We are tired of your suit. Intimidation is too much to return. Incarceration is too much. We are tired of your suit. Whenever wicked ones from Biafra land, they impose on us to be our leaders. Killing and wasting innocent life, we can't take it anymore. Yeah, whenever wicked ones from Biafra land, they impose on us to be our leaders. Killing and wasting innocent life, we can't take it anymore. If you pretend, you must let us go. Yamaga Mesha have expired. Remember Biafra genocide. The Zoo River massacre. We are tired of your suit. We must go. Biafra freedom is not a crime. We must restore our papa's land. We can't take this torture anymore. Biafra is last hope for black race. Biafra freedom is not a crime. We must restore our mother's land. We can't take this torture anymore. Biafra is last hope for black race. We are dying every day. Intimidation is too much. Remember Biafra genocide. Oh, we are tired of your If they are the one, their Sharia land. If you do their father's land. Give my people blessed land of Biafra. Stop the looming war in Nigeria. If they are the one, their Sharia land. If you do their father's land. Give my people blessed land of Biafra. Avoid the looming war in Nigeria. You will respect our rights. Yamaga Mesha have expired. We are tired of your intimidation is too much. Incarceration is too much. We must go. United Nations, there's no justification. It is corruption. Because in our nation, it is by amalgamation. We get corruption. You must let Biafrans go. If you pretend, you must let us go. Amalgamation have expired. Incarceration is too much. Intimidation is too much. Humiliation is too much. Persecution is too much. Remember the genocide. The Zoo River massacre. We are tired of your Remember Uncle Massacre. Remember Abba Massacre. Sake pussy para me python dance. Pretend you must let us go. only probity. Free Biafra. Free Ambazonia. Justice for Africa.
Yes, once again, fellow Biafrans, paths of freedom, and women of goodwill, conscious people, wherever you are all over the world, I would say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio Biafra Extra, and we are through Radio Biafra, being anchored by the deputy leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Uchu Kafomefo. Abatete is in Anambra State, and Anambra State is Biafra land. The man who have assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, he is standing in a deputizing capacity on behalf of our supreme leader, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, the Prince of Afari Beku, heir to the throne of Ibeku Kingdom. The one and the only man that stood up to speak for the collective interest of the Biafran people for almost 6 decades. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is from Afari Beku. Afari Beku is in Umuahia. Umuahia is in Abia State, and Abia State is Biafra land. And of course, I remain George Onyibe. I am from Abo. Abo is in Delta State, and Delta State is Biafra land. And of course, on this segment, it's titled Back to Your Root. The team remain back to your root. But of course, we have an issue we need to address. And as a result of that, we will change a little bit from the ongoing series and focus on this very matter that require attention. And of course, it's nothing more than the experience of our barrister, Barrister Ifeanyi OJIOFOR, his encounter with the Nigerian terrorist state. I understand how our people feel about the whole thing, but we must let ourselves to be guided by the truth. Not just being guided by the truth, we must also make sure that the principle upon which IPOB is built on, we do not lose guide from them. For in the end, Biafra must come. It is stage by stage, and everyone will bear testament to the truth that we are here to represent freedom, nothing else. And so we will be going to a topic entitled The Art of Subjugation by the Nigerian State as manifested in the case of Barrister Ifeanyi OJIOFOR. Our people must understand. You must understand how these people behave. We keep coming on air every day, we are shouting. Of course, we understand a lot of you are waking up, but don't let them deceive you. More are still sleeping, but everybody must wake up. And I tell you, with a simple shout, a single command, the zoo will be no more. We must understand that Nigeria, as a terrorist state that it has become this day, has expired. Nigerian has expired, and this is one thing they don't want you to talk about. For 100 years, Biafran have been compelled to live with the people who hate them with passion. Biafran have been compelled to live with people who derive joy in undermining our sovereignty. And nobody truly loved themselves in Nigeria. For 100 years, we have suffered marginalization. We have suffered disenfranchisement. We have suffered emasculation in every way imaginable. We have suffered from terrorism. We have suffered from international conspiracy coming from the family of the Queen of England, supported or funded by Shell and other oil companies. Theresa May know what I'm saying. Europeans know what they did. For 100 years, we have been caused or made to live like a beast of burden before the global community. But these people had only two things in mind. They consider us as the most populous black nation. And so they have a lot of zoo, a lot of animal in the zoo. In their zoo called Nigeria, so many animals there. When they wake up one day, they choose to harvest your kidney or your liver. They just go and sell you somewhere, your lungs, anyone. And so the populous poultry nation must remain. But if they are not telling you about how Nigeria is the most populous nation in Africa, they are telling you about the rich resources in Nigeria. And so for 100 years, we have labored and nothing to show for it. For 100 years more, we are still in the same position. On December 31st, 2014, the document that allegedly amalgamates Nigeria into one almighty zoo called Nigeria expired. The British colonial edict of 1914 could be removed or denounced, and the Nigerian state could stay united or split into several units. It is as simple as that. But many Nigerians don't know what is amalgamation. And many who know amalgamation don't even know the process. And we have actually engaged the global community in every way imaginable. And now Nigerian having expired since December 31st, 2014. Those ingrate, those lazy people, Fulani, lazy Fulani, and Yoruba chameleon, they still want one Nigeria. But at the end of that 31st December 2014, the contract, if there was any, is gone. Good luck, Ebere, know this. That is why he went to begin to wipe out all the Islamic jihadists right up in the Naira. He threatened them. Obama, president of America, shut Good Luck down. You go back and look at Nigerian currency. The one Good Luck managed to change before he was removed from office. All of them don't have Islamic inscription. But there are people who are hell-bent, even more than the British government, to make sure this almighty zoo called Nigeria continue to exist. And so they may not be able to come out boldly and say, yes, let the country split. We know what they want us to do, and we shall do that at the right time. But having said that, are you ready? Are you ready? Because the rain will fall and it will beat all of us. But as we always say, Nigerian madness is growing on a daily basis. The madness that is worrying Nigerian handlers is growing every day. But most of you are not seeing it. The leaders of Nigeria are all insane. They are running mad on a daily basis. Both the military, all of them. But you are not seeing it. For them to wake up and tell you, oh, go to swallow money. Oh, chimpanzee swallow money. You think normal human beings speak that way? The army are so idle that they wake up in the morning, they declare Operation Show of Muzzle. They start going everywhere looking for who to rape, who to kill, who to kidnap. Nigerian army involved in kidnapping. And somebody is going to tell me that these people are not mad. They are with a president that is older than their father, but yet younger than their first son. And you are telling me those people are not mad? But of course, we are here to cure their disease. But our people must be able to clear certain impression. But our people must understand that is where we stand. Nigeria has expired and Nigeria has expired. That treaty, that edict from terrorists, look at if it was ever done by our consent, it is over. Nigeria, as we all know, is a product of terrorism. We talk about amalgamation. How did it come? Our people must not forget that Nigeria is a product of terrorism. Some criminals came to our land. In the barrier of a gun, they subdue everybody, concocting laws and governing their life. And when you tell them, they say, oh, they were not civilized. They needed to be civilized. But you are the real idiot. You are the person that needs to be civilized. You do not have conscience. You don't have soul. And I can tell you, you are not a human being. We will prove it to you before our time is gone. We will give you soul. And then these criminals parade themselves to be holier than I. How do you judge the issue of colonization? What is supposed to be manifestation of righteousness, dignity? Was it supposed to make us see somebody we're going to hold in high esteem? God, look like I'm out to us. You're not a human being. And some terrorists invaded our house. They are supposed to be facing world criminal court. If there were justice in the world system, that thing you people are looking for, you will get it. I want Africans to listen to what I'm saying. I want blacks all over the world to listen to the sound of my voice and tell me that of the truth that those who invaded Africa and take some of you to the Caribbean island, some of you are jumping up and down in America and you're claiming you're American, and those of you in Australia, in Malaysia, in Jamaica, Indonesia, anywhere the black people are found in the world, including India, you are humiliated, and you want to tell me the next idiot or Igbo man before you is a righteous man and he has the morality to stop you? You better think about it. We compromise so much that we don't want to call truth by the name any longer. We've all been compromised. No, some touts, some hooligans, some criminals invaded our land. They raped many of our people. They took some of them for lab experiment, God knows where. Some of them were used for crocodile bait. They raped some women and a lot of them drowned themselves instead of going through that. And it still continues in an indirect way. But you can't see that, can you? Because you are the one doing the dirty job for them now. They've gone to realize you are doing the dirty job for them. That is why I pity Yoruba or Sam Fulani. Because today, oh, we want to conquer Igbo. We are conquering Igbo. Let's conquer Igbo. You are a very stupid animal. But for who? But for who? The resources supposed to build Africa first of all, before any other nation. But it's not even building Nigeria. Because with all the resources Fulani, Hausa, Yoruba are looting, they still have the poorest set of youth. It's a shame anyway. Nigeria is a product of terrorism. They just carry gun, bail up our father, having killed millions of them, and say from today, you are going to become Nigeria. You are Nigeria. And some idiots are fighting to protect this evil entity. So when you see the way they behave, don't be surprised. And for this state of terrorism to survive, the act of terrorism must be applied. If Nigeria is a product of terrorists, for this state of terrorists to survive, they must apply the act of terrorism. That is what you see happening everywhere. The moment these baboons handle gun from Britain, they don't have sense again. Doubt. I can only imagine a law enforcement agency will carry petrol and start burning down house. How do they feel? Do you know every child in that road today, Barrister OJIOFOR's house, do you know they will be traumatized for their lifetime if their life is not taken from them? And then somebody wake up one day, and then in the morning, Nigerian army and police, very useless idiot, they are burning down house. Those little children are crying. But of course, they do not have conscience. They've done it before. They went away with it. They continue doing it because they think they will continue going away with it. They require the act of terrorism to sustain Nigeria. That is why you see them do what they do. But it will not always be so. And so those of you who understand, begin to prepare. Fulani, buy army, buy ammunition. Britain, all of you preparing weapon of war. Begin to supply Nigeria. And for it to survive, they must apply this terrorism act. And when it is applied, it must be sustained. Understand the process. Nigeria is a product of terrorists. And for it to be sustained, they must introduce the act of terrorism and must be constantly terrorized in order to maintain it. This is exactly the condition we have found ourselves in the zoo called Nigeria. And so therefore it is important tonight that we share more light into the encounter of Barrister OJIOFOR. And then we shall consider one or two things and move ahead from there. Because people will not understand. Barrister OJIOFOR is a sincere lawyer. He's a genuine lawyer. If there were ever any lawyer in Nigeria, Barrister OJIOFOR make us to have a little faith in all the lawyers in the zoo called Nigeria. Today, the lawyers have been beaten. Today, they rob the justice system of Nigeria in the mud. And you know, you are going to say, no, it doesn't concern us. But we understand how it works. But let us hear from him. Because Nigeria will know no peace. Nigeria will be humiliated beyond measure. And every evil, atrocity, every hulobalo they have caused for anybody, dead or alive, it shall boomerang to all of them without fail.
Good afternoon, everybody. In view, it is with deep sense of grief that I wish to address the word on the carnage that took place in my house yesterday at Ifite or Ifite in the Ekusolo government area, Anambra State. And particularly in regard to the safety concern being raised by my friends, colleagues, well-wishers, and members of the people of Biafra who are representing all capacity in law. And also to address the false narrative being peddled by the police in Anambra State on the incident of yesterday. It has become compelling that I narrate to the world about what transpired in my house yesterday and how it started. On Sunday, being the first day of December 2019, I was called at about 8 to 9 p.m. in the night by the DPO of a police station. So I never passed any message to me. Then in the morning, at about 6 a.m. in the morning, I got a call from my brother, from my elder brother, OJIOFOR, that police has invaded my premises, led by the area commander himself. So I remember I requested to speak with the area commander, and which request was obliged by him. So, and which conversation was fully recorded. I requested to know why they're in my house, because at the time in question, I wasn't around. So they said that they came to arrest one of my wards who participated in a local conflict. Then I ever demanded to see me, and I told him I went somewhere, but I was back probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. That when I come back, I will come to station to see him personally to find out what transpired, why he's in my house. So he said, okay, that will oblige me that request. But he emphasized that time is of essence. He emphasized that time is of essence, that I should keep to time. So I became worried because I came back since 24th of November 2019 for my brother's burial. And I've been around since that time. The burial was conducted on the 27th of November 2019. We stayed till Sunday when we went for outing service. I never had any issue with anybody. I never stepped out of my house. I've been indoors, receiving visitors, sympathizers from all walks of life. So when I came back around 10 o'clock in the morning, I briefly had a discussion with my mother. And I promised him, I told him I was going to see the area commander to find out why they were in my house. So, but on a second thought, I decided to go to see my uncle, who will accompany me in that movement. So I've already left the house to my uncle's place where I will pick him. And that served as a saving grace to the carnage, to disaster, because the target was me. So I was on my way going to the commander's office, taking a non-conventional route, when I got a call from my junior brother that the police were in my house and they opened fire on all living objects in my house, including all persons in my house. So I was like, somebody came to your house at about 6 o'clock. You had a discussion with him on offenses I don't even know about. And I promised him as a lawyer, well respected, I'm going to be in the office at about 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. And what's happening, what's taking place in my house took me by surprise. So I decided to observe. So I now receded from that step, from that movement, and waited until I was further briefed on what was going on. So as the carnage proceeds, my brother kept on furnishing me with developments in my house. And after 2 minutes of our discussion, he told me that about 4 persons have been gunned down in my premises, and the entire household set ablaze by the police. So I said, what happened? What's actually going on? Because I was confused. What's actually going on? The police came to my house, opened fire on people living in my house, what they found in my house, set my house ablaze, set the house in the neighborhood ablaze. What have I done to deserve this kind of treatment? So I decided to take refuge within the neighborhood. So, and as the carnage progressed, The report kept on filtering in as to what the atrocities that are committed in my house, including raping people around the area. So, in the end,
I want you to listen to that word. They were raping people around that area. I want you people to understand. When we tell you the level of insanity that is disturbing these people, people don't understand. They come to, for instance, now they come to look for Barrister OJIOFOR. They are raping people. These are pure truth, but Nigerians don't know what is coming for them. Let's just continue.
It took away the 4 corpses, dead bodies of people they killed in my house, in their own van, to a place. To import, called BARRISTER, market along on the Chaoura Express Road. Burned all of them in their vehicle and left. So that is all transparent. That's all I know I can say at this stage. However, going forward, when I read the police report yesterday, released Anambra State Police Command report yesterday, I was shocked to my marrow. One, the ACP came to my house from the command at about 6 o'clock, and I spoke with him. And I promised him I was going to be with him at about 10 a.m. in the morning, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. At most, I'll be there before 11 o'clock in the morning. Then how come he said somebody lodged a complaint against me at about 11:30 in the morning? You were in my house at about 6 a.m. in the morning. I had a discussion with you that I'm coming to see you at about between 10 and 11. So how come somebody lodged a complaint against me? Then, assuming without considering to the fact that anybody lodged a complaint against me on a case of abduction, and all those frivolous offenses, is that sufficient enough to warrant using force on people people they find in my premises, firing at random, killing people there, then and also burning houses? I'm a lawyer with addresses. I have 2 chambers, one in Abuja, one at Anambra State, and I practice. I'm a very serious legal practitioner. I go to court almost every day. So not that I'm going to run away from the police. However, it's important for me to emphasize that Barrister OJIOFOR has maintained more than 17 years unbroken relationship with the police hierarchy. They can attest to that fact at Abuja. They know me as a peace-loving man. They know me as a gentleman of the law. I relate to them in all capacity. I don't look for problem. I am not an enemy of the police. So why should why should such thing happen? However, I was also further informed on an investigation that people behind the carnage in my house were one, a controversial businessman in my Orifte, who has built library in Castina, and also schools in Castina, that he has undertaken from the Fulani Caliphate, that he's the only one that will see to my claim. No matter any means he wants to use that will seek possible for him. That was an assurance and a deal they reached. Because if the intention of the people coming to my house was to arrest me, they wouldn't have done anything. They would barely demand to see me. Or what case now, leave an invitation letter for me to come to the police. This is a person that has spoken with area commander in the morning before the attack incident. They will leave an invitation letter for me to come. Best what case now, they have many ways of getting at me. Even if I refuse to report as I was asked to come.
Barrister OJIOFOR trying to explain all these things. It's just for those who are not used, who have not come in terms with the national behavior, national attitude of the idiot handling the zoo called Nigeria for British government. Our leader was to go court. Few days from the day of adjournment of his case, his house was invaded. Barrister OJIOFOR is always having cases of extrajudicial killing regarding IPOB member everywhere in Nigeria. They know where to get him. Why did they come shooting in his house? But don't worry, we are coming.
They have many ways of reaching me. He said, I can run away from the police because I know I have committed no offense to law. I've committed no offense to law. But the simple reason is because they are actually interested in getting me out of the way. They are actually interested in killing me. Because they've seen me, the government has seen me as a thorn in their flesh. Because I am defending the members of the people of Biafra and then I become. Because they saw me that any place they arrest any of IPOB, I'll be there to get them out. And I've been in all courts with them. Abuja, Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Akwa Ibom, all over the places, Anambra State, Enugu, all over the places, I've been in court with them. And I've been defended. Officially, all the cases I'm doing against them. Because IPOB are mainly exercising their rights as constitutionally provided. So they are not terrorist organization. This terrorism tax on them has been effectively challenged in court of appeal, which has been heard and awaiting judgment. So I don't know where I've got it wrong. So only a few days ago, I was told which case I'm preparing to go to, that two members of IPOB were gunned down by police at Aaron Zuzor. This is a matter I was planning to go to before they come to my house. So I'm calling on responsible government, international organization, EU, UN, US, and also UK, and also Amnesty International to get involved and investigate the carnage in my house. Because as I speak to you, I'm homeless as I speak to you. They burned down virtually everything. And furthermore, it's important to clarify that many people were killed in the process. Now, I learned that many people that were running inside the houses that were burned were killed, were burned down. So until when an access is given to people who investigate what transpired in my house, we cannot be able to determine the number of people that were killed. Because I can assure you that over 20 to 30% has been murdered in my house on account of this incident. And my mom was also gunned down. My mom was also gunned down. My mom sustained a serious gun injury, and though it's a serious treatment. So I don't know the offense I have committed for becoming a liar for IPOB. So I don't know how I got it wrong. This is a person that has been at home since Sunday, 24th of November, 2019, till Sunday, 1st of December 2019, when we went for outing service. So I'm calling on MBA also to intervene. I'm going to do a petition. I've already made a contact with the MBA local chairman of MBA Abuja branch. Also to take it up. But I don't know what I've done. My life is at stake as I speak to you. Because the intention of their salads is to kill me, nothing more. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So I want this matter to be speedily investigated. Speedily investigated. Speedily investigated. Thank you so much.
Yes, Barrister, thank you. We can assure you, you are the reason why we still know or believe that there are still lawyers in Nigeria. Barrister OJIOFOR, you said you don't know your offense. Your offense is, how can you be saying the truth? How dare you say the truth when the devil British government are here to lie to the whole world, to dehumanize us and blackmail us? Why are you saying the truth? Your offense is you would have pretended as a zombie animal lawyer of Nigeria and then let all their lie against us as a people be accepted. We watch all of you, but it really doesn't matter. But then let us go back to some of the things our people must understand. The manipulative art that completely enslaved the people of Nigeria, it is intimidation and harassment. I want our people to understand. These people come, they install fear on the people. And so you not understand that Nigeria is an expired drug. It can only kill people. Expired drug becomes a poison to the system. Nigeria is expired and it's a disease, a virus that will ravage the whole world. Britain will not be spared from its virus. Nigeria is worse than a cancer and it shall spread everywhere in Africa and the world, I must tell you. And so if you see anybody who tell you it's a Nigeria, it's a virus and your city will not be free. If you are associating with Nigeria, you are the worst virus, because anybody who see these things happening, you are not saying anything. You are waiting till we bear arm. Believe me. I'm looking forward to a day I can look at my fellow brothers and I said to them, brothers in arm, let us drink to the glory of Biafra restoration. We look forward to that day because I know that is what all of you are waiting for. And believe me, if that is the only option we have, we will go there. We have had a barrister before OJIOFOR. Is it Barrister Better they call him? He will get avenue opportunity to nail Nigerian government down. He will be he will be yapping in the court. Today he works for Nigeria. Somewhere in Enugu, idiot. But of course, even if the lawyer agreed to do his job or not, we will teach them their job. We are not naive or ignorant. Some of you go and check the Guinness Book of Record and see one of the best lawyers in the world. He was a criminal lawyer. In Cuba, he judged case for drug barons. Never did he lose a case when it comes to issue of drug traffickers. But of course, he did it with honor and dignity because this is his job. Most of us are not practicing lawyer because you have to defend your client, irrespective of their client. Some lawyers are honorable that they will not defend evil people. But then if you are in Nigeria, you don't want to defend evil people, well, that is another case for another day. So for you to have a case with Nigerian government and you remain there, and then God must be backing you. Of course, we expect all these things from Nigerian government, but the level they are lowering themselves is one thing we could do. In fact, we don't believe Nigeria can be so stupid to this extent. You just look at them, they carry a gun. Ahua, 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 akarasa, ahua. All of them, all the Nigerian police, army, navy, they can't sing national item, including the DSS and ESCC. When you see them reading script, they write for them. After over 1 month of recitation, you think they are human beings. Look at those of them that were caught unaware to read script given to them, written for them. You begin to hear transmitter, transmission, transmitter. Transmission, transmission, transmitter. I mean, these are inspector generals and generals in the zoo army, idiots everywhere, stark illiterate. My father said the most dangerous weapon is a half-educated individual. Half-baked educated fool. He said they are more dangerous than AK-47. You see, idiot, taught somewhere in Queen of England, old men's school, idiots everywhere. Do they reason? Yes, they were a report of assault, and the only place to attend the report of assault is to begin to shoot. Go and look at all the Americans who are terrorists. All of them are eating 5 times in a day. In somewhere air condition, said they have air condition. They didn't kill anybody. But of course, Nigeria is a zoo. Only animals claim to be Nigerians. And so for them to install fear into you, they do what they do. They harass you. They intimidate you in the following way. In terms of harassment and intimidation, before IPOB, our people were being gunned down, murdered in cold blood, in thousands. You just be here, the Boko Haram terrorist army or police, whatever, maybe they will just shoot somebody down. And you will raise an alarm. The next person will say, shut up, I know they, everybody will just leave you there. Nobody could speak up until IPOB came. Nobody. Who would have told you this idiot went to Barrister OJIOFOR house, invaded the whole community and burned down many buildings? Who would have believed that Nigerian military force and police force are as hopeless as this? They are not moral. They are not moral. Look at how they are painting their press statement. Yes, it come to our notice that some suspected hoodlum, or is it Boko Haram, suspected to be IPOB contraband people, were harassing people. But these are levels of animal. But who can come forward and tell us that Nigerian army and police are not the Boko Haram? But you all know the truth. And so when they harass you, you keep quiet. Many of you today will not come out and fight for your freedom because you are afraid of this harassment and intimidation. They actually made a meeting and said, anybody challenge us, we go make her homeless. We go demolish her house. We go destroy everything about her. We go frustrate her. We will give you that privilege. It is counting. It is counting. And so everybody is afraid. I can't talk, oh, they will destroy my company, oh, I can't do this, oh, they will do this, oh. In the issue of Kensaruwiwa, they went to Ogoni, rounded up Ogoni. All the reasonable chiefs in Ogoni, they were all gone down. All of them were gone down. All the reasonable chiefs in River State, they were taken apart one after the other. Do you people still remember it's a decay of Ahuda? Do you people still remember how they assassinated Obiwale and they say it's a chair again? Idiots. Then there was nobody exposing them. So they were playing smart. And so today nobody can come out and talk. Because when you talk, they will come after you. DSS are doing very dirty job. They are the kidnapper. They are the Yahoo boys. Nigerian security agents are the evil in Nigeria. They are being sponsored by Shell and other oil company. And so Nigeria is just a written script. They talk to just kill them. We actually know there will be no justice for us. But we will take this justice stuff by ourselves. And some people say, when do we do this? How do we move? But we are asking you, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. I tell you, Nigeria is the easiest country to destroy in the whole world. Just a phone call, everywhere will catch fire. Forget about those things, they are moving themselves. I don't like to say certain things, so God will not be angry with me, as if I am boasting. I'm not boasting. But they are idiots. Barrister OJIOFOR is a law-abiding individual who has no single criminal record attached to his name. You heard it from him. He's in good relationship to all the Boko Haram police, even when he had the right to do that. He could have sued all of them anywhere possible, but he knew these people have a lie of criminal, but yet he maintained his cool. But look at them. Oh, let's go and kill him, let's kill him, let's harass him, let's intimidate him. We will always confront you. We will stand our ground till this zoo is obliterated. We shall retaliate. Make no mistake about that. You cannot stop this generation, neither the generation. We are calling our people. Some people say, oh, it will not affect us. Those of you who have industry, are they not sending Fulani to come and do auditing in your company? Even when you have a tax agent in your state, they are still sending Fulani escorted by British government to audit people selling puff-puff and pure water. How Fulani are doing audit for people selling puff-puff and pure water here in Biafra land? Oh no, I don't want to die, you. But we will be here. Maybe you are dead. Because one careless bullet must have killed somebody within that axis that is not a Biafra. Because of course every member of IPOB know what is obtainable. And we are ready for them at all time. They humiliated or honor him, mesmerized him. Nobody said anything. And sometimes I begin to wonder, where are those Anambra Association of Barristers who were there writing nonsense petition against our leader then? There were some group of Kaka lawyers in Anambra. They wrote a petition against our leader. I will look for that later and forward. With the Association of Ugogoro Drinker Lawyers in Nigeria, we are writing that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu does not have mandate to speak for us, and it is not Biafra. He's set now. Honor humiliated. An invasion of Barrister OJIOFOR house is an invasion on the judicial floor of the Senate. Any idiot that sits on the floor of Senate to talk is a proper idiot. All of your house have been burnt down. What I do not understand is why you are so afraid. Buhari is dead. They bring in one young boy to be ruining all of you. And you are pretending, or are you people very stupid? For you to romance now, he said, yes, we are not Biafran by our affiliation. You people are hopeless. But how do you reason? How do you reason? And you come back home and your daughter or son asks you, Daddy, is that man in Aso Rock Buhari? You tell your daughter or your son, why are you asking? Idiot. Are you not ashamed you are lying to your son and your daughter that an imposter preside over the zoo called Nigeria? Of course, if Lugard terrorists can preside over and nobody say anything, why wouldn't terrorists still be in charge, imposter for that matter? Nigerian Fulani army are killing other extraction of Nigerian army. And then you are a Biafran army, you are still following Yoruba and Hausa's army. And you want us to address you as human being. You are a Biafran today telling us, let us do something, let us do something. And you are worshiping Yoruba church. You don't know you are idiot and you go to hellfire. But these are the things that makes you get angry. Until they will come for your church, don't worry. Is it not inside leading church and Yoruba church? All this music all of you are playing to get to all of you. We will be here to mourn all of you, idiot. Common a gift to you. Obey, you will not obey. Everybody is trying to run franchise. You think Yoruba Hausa Fulani are our problem? I think somebody wrote on air, yes, we are opening Biafran Bank. Come and bank your money, idiots. Mad people. How many of you are broadcasting about the invasion of OJIOFOR house? You are there giving us bank, idiots. Very soon, and somebody say, oh, and the owner of Biafran Pure Water Company. Some people are claiming Biafran musician already. Idiots everywhere. Come on, simple instruction. Obey, nobody will obey. Everybody is yapping. I'm not talking about the lunatic who will pay dearly for their actions. I'm talking about those who will think they are normal human being, idiot. All of you need to be put on that check. What are the Twitter warriors and the Twitter warrior they call it and the other writers? What are we waiting for? Flood it to America. Flood this information about Barrister OJIOFOR to devil and angel. Let them judge for themselves. Because of the issue of Nigeria, the world is on trial. Some idiot, black idiot are there saying, hey, Donald Trump should be removed. Donald Trump should not be removed. You people don't know what is coming for you. You think what they are doing moves us? You think all this harassment? We have come in terms with all those nonsense. Honestly, we have come in terms with the national attitude being generated from the Nigerian terrorist state. We are used to them. But for you who think it's going to be good someday, you better reason very properly. They will come for all of you. Babangida spent time killing all the genuine people in the military. And he's sitting down there. Tomorrow you come and tell me more. Yoruba pastor are there crucifying Jesus Christ the second time. All of because of 10%. An idiot like you are worshiping Yoruba church. Don't ever tell me you worship Yoruba church where you come have access with me. It is so bad that even our native doctor work for Nigerian DSS. Idiots. But it will get to all of you. Don't you understand? Yesterday it was our leader. Today is Barrister OJIOFOR. Who knows who is going to be next? The same way you handle this matter, that is the same way they will handle your matter. You don't know they are experimenting on us. They'll say, let's attack the lawyer, let's see what will happen. And then nothing happened. The next day they say, let's attack the governor, let's see what will happen. And nothing will happen. And then they will say, let's attack the senator, let's see what will happen. They will. And on a daily basis, they grow bolder on our land. And we welcome them. We love it. We have only asked for the division of one Nigeria. We simply ask, let Nigeria be divided. Let Yoruba go on with their own nation. Let them go for their own nation. Fulani Hausa, go to your own nation. The marriage is over. But make no mistake about that. Many people today cannot come out to fight against injustice or to fight for justice because they fear what the Nigerian government will do to them. What I tell you tonight, you have to empty your fears because there is no need for them. If you talk, they will kill you. If you don't talk, they will kill you. All because that is the only agenda they have. British government must continue stealing oil, unaccounted for. But I tell you the truth, if we must die, we will tell you how it's going to be. Make no mistake about this. If you like, stand up and fight. If you don't, whatever you like, do. It will come to all of you. We are the spectator. It is almost end game. Look for IPOB and join. They've done this as far as we can remember. And they always go away with it. They walk away with it. And so they grow bolder and with impunity. They ravage our land before our very eyes. They will come for all of you. All the idiots exhibiting their stupidity in Biafra land, we hardly hear about all of you. I hope Barrister OJIOFOR is a miscreant. Nigerian police have to rewrite re-edit their press communique. Foolish set of animal. What are you fighting for? To feed Queen of England? Don't you know every Biafran you kill, you are only killing them to put food on the table of Queen of England? Or don't you know without the resources in Biafra land, London will be begging food across the globe? Don't you know without the stealing from Africa, France and Europe will beg? What do they manufacture in Europe? What do they manufacture? Okay, France have Peugeot. Then Europe have Opel. What do you manufacture? But yet when you come out, you want us to address you as a god. You are less than animal. All of you who feed on the misery of the blacks on Africa, you are less than animal. And your shame will know no bound. Everywhere in Africa, there is killing. Killing by the invisible hand of the colonial masters. They shift back and hide with a thick curtain covering them. They veil their face so you never see them coming. They want us to believe that we are the one doing it to ourselves. But they are the one who are turning us to puppets. And you can see the Yoruba and Hausa Fulani playing out this game perfectly for them. But we make you a promise, we threaten you not. Biafra must be restored. We shall respond to all of you. We're studying what makes you tick. We want to know the type of drug all of you take. If it's tramadol, we want to know if it's goof, so we can be able to cure you. We know Rogers Okoro also take goof, Igbo. That is why he told them that he will jail you, when he will pardon you when you smoke goof. That if you talk of Biafra, they will jail you. We will cure that is goof. Aerofy take banana tramadol, idiots everywhere. We are studying the kind of drug all of you take. Because we shall respond. Make no mistake about that. None of our people who have died for one Nigeria will die in vain. That is why we are here. And of course, as the day progresses, we shall see the end of Barrister OJIOFOR issue. And then we wait for the next victim. You will reject Nigeria itself, and that time we will give you Nigeria. Make no mistake about that. You are a Nigerian, you should be ashamed of yourself. All those of you Biafran joining Fulani that you are Hanes Ndibo or Nigerian community in Liberia, Nigerian community in China, Nigerian community anywhere, we are taking record of all of you. So many people will take record of all of you. If you stop another will rise. If you kill one IPOB, 10 will rise in their place. But in the end, you will understand what makes us tick. Freedom is all we ask for. And freedom we shall get. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, nana. Land of the rising sun. John Lavine. My originality. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Biafra. My home, my fatherland. We are children of the Most High, called by the name of God, the Creator. Wise men from the east, south, and the middle, great Biafran people. We're taking it to idol worshiping, and we lost the face of our God. And as we wallowed in idol worshiping, the British entered in, trading on the Niger, exploiting their people, trading by barter. You give me palm oil and take soup, so them entered in. I brought in civilization, brought in their religion, and told us what America, and we embraced them. I never knew them got anterior motive. With religion splitted us amongst our brethren, with denomination tear us apart. Building churches, schools and hospitals. We never knew we had to pay this much to be your place forever. Oh, Nana. So we fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. We fought so hard against them systems, fighting against them schism. But our lives have gone poor. At the very spot we left our maker. Now is the time to be restored. Great Biafra be restored. I want freedom for my people. Freedom for Biafra. Biafra. Land of the rising sun. Land of the rising sun. Biafra.
Of course, we must continue. Our people must remain focused. Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on the line, are you there?
Yes, I am there.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
Wow, this is awesome. This is awesome. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. My name is Onyibe. I'm calling from London.
Go ahead,
I'm so grateful to you. Nam, even the way power gave on a Chukwokike. Opotale, Nande, Ukukano. Opotame for Opotai. Unuwelo, Onunu, we need to so one in. I want to take a moon. I am who as fellow to the nation. Come why? Oh, I'm sitting. Let me tell you what I can't up today about this. Our barrister house that was born. Somebody stopped me in the London. Nandi Biafra, we killed 2 police and say, shut up there. I said, this is not the time when Yoruba people tell our story. We are not telling our story. You do not know what happened. You see, before they started their story, this story of our barrister Agago around the world. So wherever music or story they are giving concerning the atrocity they committed an innocent man's house, God of heaven has already judging them. So now, if you do God, history is being made. Today, everywhere I went, we are talking about Biafra. Mommy, tell me, how do I know about this Biafra? I could go to Google and Google it. Do not say, I told you.
Just Google expired country. It will show you Nigeria. Idiots everywhere. I don't know what these people call us. Just go and Google expired country. Don't put Nigeria. It will show you Nigeria. And so me baboons are running up and down, trying to harass and intimidate us. Let them go and change the information on the encyclopedia. Very hopeless people. If they can wipe away Biafra, if they can wipe away the name of Biafra, remove everything that concerns Biafra, let them go and rewrite the encyclopedia. I say just Google expired country. Nigeria will come out and idiot baboons are running up and down. That is why we never have any respect for any country in the world supporting Nigeria, because they look to us as if they are the real criminal. Go ahead, man.
That is why it hurt me. But like you always say, yeah, we couldn't. What if I get Biafra? Nothing. I am about to go Biafra. I am so grateful that with my age, that I will live to see Biafra. It's an amazing thing. It is an amazing thing. So, he will keep on guiding you, especially you that is in the lion den. Or when he will guide you in the morning.
They should be afraid of me, not me being afraid of them. I am in Yorogodo. Exactly. Let them come to Yorogodo. That is the land of my ancestors. They should be the one afraid of me. Foolish animals.
Yes, I agree.
They should be afraid of me. I don't like to say certain things because look as if we are boasting. We don't boast, we tell you the truth. If we keep quiet, we just want to keep quiet.
Yeah.
Thank you
I
very
love
much,
you
man.
so much.
Thank you.
We all love you. We are praying for you.
Our God is faithful.
The kind is being protected all over. The heavens are backing him. You know, when he's talking, he rolls. He rolls like a lion. Oh, you know. My son, God bless you.
Thank you very much.
All the people that are working, all of you, God will bless you. In the morning, there's another group from group. Oh, Papa, I don't know what to say. I'm so excited getting you. You know, getting you is not easy, but it doesn't bother me because that's what I love. So may you keep on doing what you are called to do. You are born to do what you are doing. You are not demanding for somebody's land. You are demanding for your right.
As simple as that. Thank you very much, ma. We must continue. You know what they are doing now? So let's make an example out of Barrister OJIOFOR. And then, what I don't understand, that is why I hate the idea of being a gentleman. Barrister OJIOFOR is a gentleman. a man who don't want trouble, a man who focus on his job, a man who work very hard to make sure that his how do they call it? His career is not compromised. But if it was Okpombo scatter, correct Okpombo scatter, or demon, like all those idiots wearing wig up and down, they won't come to his house. They will buy him wine. But of course, we will improvise when necessary. Are you there, my brother, on the line? Mazi Chinasa.
Yes, Mazi George Onyibe.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please. Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Okay, you are coming out now. Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Yes. Yeah. Good evening, Biafrans, lovers of freedom and friends of Biafrans. My name is Mazi Chinasa Nworu. Mazi Chinasa Nworu is speaking from the state of Kuwait. And Mazi Chinasa Nworu is from Obingwa. Obingwa is another province. And I'm also a member of the Directorate of State for the Indigenous People of Biafra, representing the Middle East. This evening, Biafrans, I want to just lend my own voice towards what happened to our lawyer, Barrister OJIOFOR. But before I move on, Mazi Onyibe, I must thank you so much because you are doing a very wonderful job. I love the vibration coming from you when you are preaching this gospel for the restoration of Biafra, and all our Biafrans who are online doing this great job. One thing is this. They thought when they take away, they pursue our leader out of Nigeria or out of Biafra land, that the voice of Biafrans will go down. But they never knew that that was just the beginning. They never knew that somebody like George Onyibe was somewhere warming up to take up the mic. They never know that Mazi Aikitas is there going to handle this radio. And all our people, Mazi Kechuku, and all the new people who are coming up on the radio, keeping our people with day-to-day information of what is happening, telling the world our own side of the story on what is happening to us. I just want to say something about what happened to our lawyer. The Nigerian police force, you know, they are one of the most horrible security agents I have seen in the world. I have never seen any security agency behaving the manner the Nigerian police and Nigerian security agencies are behaving. First and foremost, they released a press release yesterday night when they have gone already in Orifite, raped people, destroyed homes, set homes on fire. They came and released a press release claiming that a group of cults and some of their paid agents, a group of cult people were fighting. They went to Barrister OJIOFOR. They thought they were the people gathering there. They opened fire and killed some IPOB members. And now they went and set fire on the person they said they don't know he's the owner. Is Barrister OJIOFOR too small in Orifite that they won't know that this is the home of Barrister OJIOFOR? They went there. They went to assassinate him. This is a very simple fact. It's a very straightforward story. They went to assassinate him. They missed him. They killed our people that was there. They even shot the mother, an old woman. The same way they have killed our leader's mother. They tried to kill his mother because they feel if they couldn't get him, let them give him let them inflict pain on him. They shot the mother, where the mother is right somewhere now taking treatment. And the Nigerian security, the commissioner of police in Anambra, the so-called John Abba, can open his dirty mouth and say that he declared Barrister OJIOFOR wanted in Anambra. Let us say this thing very clear. I am very, very happy they are taking us to that route. Everybody wants us to go. We know that at least they are not sleeping. They are working very hard to make sure that IPOB, indigenous people of Biafra, pick up arms. And they know who we are. They know what we can do. They know that any day we will face them. How can they go to a village? This is all their tactics. They went there. They wanted to burn down the whole of Orifite. They went there, kill our people, set our people on fire, and they turn around. They want to tell the world that they went there and lose 2 policemen. Tomorrow, they will invade Orifite. We know all this nonsense they are doing. But if it is that route, that path they are going, They should get more ready, because one day, as they normally say, the monkey will go market, he no go return again. It is going to happen. We cannot. People will say, "Oh, IPOB, you are talking."
When that time comes, we will seek them out. That is why if I see our people who don't understand that the clock is ticking, I could only pity them. Because on that day, we will not even show you mercy. As a Biafra that is sleeping, not to talk of idiots. We will not show you. We will not. Because they are thinking they are smart, they have guns. These guns they have, they are not something non-affordable. Indigenous people of Biafra can afford it. When the time comes, all this ammunition they are bringing to our land, it belongs to us. It will do them like film. It will happen like a film. They can bring their armored vehicle. They can bring anything they want into our land. We know how many police stations in Biafra land. Each and every inch of it. We know every police station. We know every army barracks. We know how many they are inside every station. We know their girlfriend. We know their girlfriend. We know their joints.
About them.
All of you.
They think IPOB is playing. We are taking our time so that when we will shock the world, everybody will understand that these indigenous people of Biafra, this generation of Biafra, groomed under Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, we have not come to play. We have come to restore our nation. I'm also using this opportunity to talk to some of our people who are gathering themselves, calling themselves all different kinds of cults. You call yourself Aro, you call yourself Efe. You are very, very stupid because you allow them to use you. They form all these courts. Tomorrow the Nigerian police comes anywhere. They shoot people.
Shell and DSS. They are the ones forming court.
Yes.
Shell and DSS.
When they form court, you have one way to kill you. They say you are a court member. Immediately they come anywhere. You are forming yourself, calling yourself Aro. You cannot join IPOB. You cannot go and follow your people and fight for freedom. They gather all of you. One day they start pursuing all of you. You say you are caught. Right now in Southeast, all of you who are members of court, they are pursuing every one of you. If you are not in IPOB, every other youth working in Biafra land, they say you are a court member. They kill you, they call you. You people do not understand what Nigerian government, what they are doing on your brain. And you continue to become and is a fool in their hands. One thing they have to know, they are pursuing Barrister OJIOFOR. Let them pray that nothing happens to him. Let them go and assess and know how many people died in that place that they killed. Because we are talking about 4 people. There are many buildings. What of our brother that is his video is he went for a music concert and came back home. Was he also a court member? I think the video is online. They went to his house, destroyed everything. What was the offense of the young man? You went to his home. Is he also Barrister OJIOFOR? The Nigerian police have continuously, every now and then, they kill our people and our people means nothing to them. And I call every Biafran, all our volunteers, everybody who knows, we are not going to give them this opportunity any longer. They know also that we are not going to give them this chance. Anywhere they try to kill our people for no reason, and that our youth that they killed is not a criminal, he's not an armed robber. They come into where we are gathering and they kill somebody, we must pay them back immediately. Let that heaven fall. It is too much for these people. Every day they come into our land, they kill us. They think they're the only one who have guns. The guns they have, we can afford them. Just that we decided to be peaceful. But if they want it in this way, that is the only way we will go. After all, are we alive? We have mad on our window. All of you that are doing business, they have closed the airport. They have closed border. They have closed everything. They are now coming to your business. You will pay tax. They will hold your money in the bank and tell you must clear yourself on tax.
Fulani are coming from Sokoto to come and do auditing. Fulani that cannot read from Abuja to come and do auditing for farmers. Exactly what British government did that Aba women protested in 1929. That is what they are doing today.
Our people are there. Say they are buying and selling. Today, all the borders are closed. You thought that you can go to Ghana and bring something. Nothing is happening. Today, something is happening. When they told many of you, when you were in China, you are everywhere buying and selling. When they talk about you, you say nothing is happening. Today, the borders are closed. You don't have airport landing in your own region. You don't have anything. They are now after your money in the banks. And most of you are there talking rubbish. Most of you are there saying what you don't know. Most of you are there speaking rubbish. Anyway, Onyibe, I will leave it here. I will say,
thank you very much.
May Biafrans know what they are doing and understand that the time is ticking. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Our people must understand. It is simple. We know what they want to hear. We know. Now, like our mommy that called just said, that they are there saying that, oh, IPOB killed 2 people. That is exactly the news they want to hear. We will give you news, don't worry. But we will get to the stand that with beyond every reasonable doubt, you know we have not fought anybody. You witnessed them. They kill, they lie. We shall see how it ends. Of course, we are flesh and blood. Are you there, caller on WhatsApp?
Hello, Mazi, good evening.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please, your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, Mazi. My name is Paul, calling from Ibreville. Mazi, I want to tell you that what is happening in our land, our leader said it, that they will come. And they will come and kill our people and they will rape them. And I want to tell Biafrans all over the world, somebody can remember the letter they sent to Onyibe in his church, that all Fulanis around West Africa should come down to the zoo and fight for their rights. I want to tell you that the Nigerian military cannot handle, they cannot even arrest or catch any of this Boko Haram, because they are showing Boko Haram on TV that this is a Boko Haram they release. All those things is lie. They're bringing the Fulani down to our place to come and kill our people, to come and rape our people. What should you understand that these people are beginning to destroy what we have in our land? But I want to let them to understand this music they are playing, they cannot come out of it. Biafra must be restored. Anyhow, anywhere, anyhow they want it, we must give them it. We must give them what they deserve when the time comes, because they feel that they have all it takes. They have guns and bullets. They can shoot anywhere they like. But I want to let them to understand they are digging their grave. Nigeria is gone. Zoo is gone, and all of them participating killings and participating what happened to Mazi OJIOFOR. Let them bear it in mind. All of them will bury their people, because they know that this man, our lawyer, just come out from a burial of his brother, and they came. All those, I'm wishing them back that burial Mazi OJIOFOR did. I'm wishing them back that burial. All of them must do burial in their compound and in their place. So Mazi, keep it on doing what people are doing. Biafra is here, no going back about it. Anyhow they want it, Biafra will give them what they want.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Call on the line. Your name. Where are you calling from?
Hello, Mazi. Good evening, sir.
Good evening from here. Go ahead, please.
My name is Dennis Obai. I'm from Edha, Afito Province. And I'm in Habana. I want to join IPOB member. For a long time, I have been sending my details, but I have not seen any call to contact me.
Having said that, make sure every 3 days resend the number if they don't attend to you. But certainly they will get to you.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Send the number early morning tomorrow.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Yes, sir. Call on WhatsApp. Are you there? Call on WhatsApp.
Yes, Mazi, I am here.
Good evening from here.
Yes, please. I am here. Yes, Mazi, thank you very much, and keep the fire burning. Just that I am totally speechless. I am totally speechless because when once you know the foundations of your problem and you keep calling on the people to come and do some inspections of the problem concerning the issue you are passing through, you are worsening the whole thing, and those of them you are calling for to inspect the problem, which you know yourself that this is the major problem, many of them will come there to mock you. Many of them will come there to carry out your information and go out. Many of them will come out there to tell you, speak some certain words and start seeing you as incapacitated or incapable human being. You know, let me just tell you something that baffles me. There is this very man they called Emeka Ofor Sai in Orifite. That man has people refuse. I've been watching and be listening to radio and to hear people call to mention, I don't know if they're afraid of or what. If you listen to Ejiofor's interview, he made mention of something. That very man, the criminal, the cabal agent in Anambra State, because all his investment is in Katsina. All his investment is in Katsina, and that man has been committing, I don't know if it's mutiny or genocide secretly in that very place. Is he not
the one that is marrying small girl and all of them are dying every year, marrying small girl and killing them? You think we don't know? We know the small girl. He's using small Biafran girls to do money ritual. We will remember all of them. Let them do what they can do. You think we are ignorant? We know all of them.
He is the owner of is it chrome oil or whatever thing they call that very thing. And this man has been having serious loggerhead with Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Right, this thing has been long ago. If you ask Ifeanyi Ejiofor, he tell you he has been having a serious problem. There was a time that this man wanted to eliminate Ifeanyi Ejiofor, but Ifeanyi Ejiofor's God was so big that he could be able to penetrate. But this time around, he has deemed it fit to use it right now to perpetrate his evil. But my own concern is that what was the offense of those IPOB members that are handicapped, that are armless? They don't have anything. Why shooting us? What did we do? And you know one thing that baffles me, his own radio station in that same Orifite give accurate information of what really happens at that very incident. 3 minutes of that very incident, they give accurate because they were on ground. Then 2 hours after the incident, what they did, 2 hours after the incident, what they did is that they were authorized to bring down their informations, to delete and remove everything they wrote on Facebook and change the information. That was exactly when the governor of Anambra State and the stupid Alomajiri police commissioner came out on radio to make their press conference of liars, and people were jubilating. This blood of innocent soul they are wasting, is it not enough? Are they not human beings like them? They didn't pay our school fees. They didn't give us any job. They bought every land in Orifite. They did not build any factory to help the children, to help the youths, a kind of work in every place. Every day, our youths, every day, the youths will be working using leg to go to Onitsha, to go to Newi, to work. And many of them, especially ladies, are harassed sexually just because to have a place they work to earn 7,000 a month. Emeka for himself bought every land and he could not be able to build. In fact, the radio stations he built, he invited all the workers in every state, the staff there are Yorubas and Hausas. He didn't allow anybody from his own town to work there. And he used a kind of personal issue he has with Ejiofor to perpetrate this very evil, to kill innocent Biafrans. And Biafrans now, IPOB, they thought that they would kill us and keep quiet. The only thing that man did for Rifite, the only thing he did for Rifite is to build police station and tie road from major road to his own house. and you go to Kasena. That is where he built the biggest hospital. He built the biggest schools, the biggest library in elementary land. I don't blame them because they own oil block.
That is
so why am I saying this?
They're afraid of DNA test. That is just the reason.
Thank you very much. That is why I'm saying all these things right now. If people are looking at it, they should hold that man responsible. Not only him. You see Ifanyoba. Ifanyoba is included. Ifanyoba is included. And the owner of Odenibo FM, including Atoeze. These 4 people that I mentioned are the major problem we are facing in Anambra, not even in Anambra, in the entire Biafra land. It is hard time we start questioning these people. What is our offense? They deprive us of our destiny. They deprive us of our rights. They chase us away from our land. They rape our wives. Because if anybody travel to overseas, you will leave your wife and your children. They will start molesting your wife and your children in the name of helping them. And they find out that they want to come back. They will concoct one thing or the other, either to arrest you or to kind of frustrate you financially. And yet, I want to ask, when will it stop? When will this thing end? Are they not tired of using our blood? I think it's a hard time. Like what Mazi Ngoru said, it's hard time we face these people head on. If we die, Bible said if we perish, we perish. I'm telling you, it's hard time we face our fear.
Of course,
because if you don't face our fear,
of course, their actions is of no concern to us at this moment. We are only trying to manage the collateral because we shall respond. This is one thing they should be sure of. This is one undeniable truth. I never believed Biafra will come without war. But yet we're pushing for Biafra to come without war. And believe me, whatever they take, we are ready. But our people, we are telling them now they want to play saboteur. Some of them, I think their blood is missed and then our own blood should be missed. No, it can't be like that. We know how they function. They will disgrace themselves in the end. Thank you. We must continue. Biafrans, anywhere you are all over the world, it will get to all of you. We make a promise to Nigeria, they will use their hand to initiate a general state of anarchy. And those people who are not even part of IPOB will lead this war they are calling for. They shall be the ones to do that. Are you there, caller on the line? Caller on the line, are you there? Caller on WhatsApp, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you, my beloved brother. Onyibe. Good evening to you, my brother.
Go ahead, please.
Yes, and shalom to Biafrans all over the world. Yes, my name is Akbarawa Itorefiong. Akbarawa Itorefiong is from Afaransa. Afaransa is in Ibionibo, and Ibionibo in Akwa Ibom province. Mazi Josh Onyibe, honestly, what is going on in our land is not something to write home about. And what is going on in our lawyer's house, OJIOFOR, is not something that anybody can be happy about it, because as it stands now, we are not happy. How can Mazi Josh Onyibe, these criminals, these animals, these rogue, these terrorists in police uniform, this Boko Haram in police uniform, these rapists, this Meyeti Allah, this Fulani herdsmen, these terrorists, this Al Qaeda in police uniform and in army uniform, will go to somebody's house. He says that you chased a group of cultists, that you had an information that a group of cultists is gathered, and you're passing in somebody's house and you pretend he said that you did not know that it is that they are gathering there. Is a OJIOFOR house is not being known in the whole of Anambra State, or in short in the whole world. Then the zoo police will tell me that they did not know that they went there and opened fire on unarmed civilian, innocent people, to a point of killing the mother, and they burned to a point of shooting, injured the mother, and they burned down the whole compound, the whole ranch, because the compound is like a ranch, it's like a community. You burnt down everything, and you tell me that you don't know. Mazi Josh Onyibe, these people are just doing it because they know that our barrister cannot take any bribe from any of them. That any place that they arrest any member of IPOB, that our barrister is there. It happened in Akwa Ibom, he went for our own brother. It happened in Igwoja here, barrister is there. In Abuja, barrister is there. In Abia State, barrister is there. In Imo State, barrister is there. And they want to, now they have declared him wanted. They want to put him on the run so that they can take us on, so that when any case will happen, we don't have anybody to go for our person any longer. That's what they want to do. They want to scare our barrister away from us. They want to tag him terrorists and criminals because this man is unarmed civilian. He has nothing. He has no weapons. He has nothing. Not even cutlass. And now these people are saying that IPOB killed 2 policemen. Mazi Josh Onyibe. What are the name of these 2 policemen that our people have killed? Have you seen them online?
Have you not heard about Unknown Soldier? Unknown Soldier were killed. Idiots.
I am tired. I am sick of this useless and hopeless Zoo media because they were asking the other person today. I overheard them on their 97.7 at Radio FM Zoo Republic Radio that they were asking the idiot, the lunatic, that somebody is doing burial in his compound. What prompt police to go there to go and kill? People are mourning. People are trying to bury their lost one.
His crime is for standing in the gap for IPOB. He's IPOB lawyer.
It is terrible. Somebody is mourning and is burying his own person when they were saying today in 97 point something FM here in the Zoo Republic that they called the man. They said that what prompts the police, the Nigerian army and the Nigerian Zoo police to go to his compound? Are they the owner of the dead body, or the police went to his compound to bury the dead body, or what prompts them to go to went to that place? They cut off the man. And another person also called them that the thing that these people are doing, that they are killing innocent people. Who are these names of the people that they have, the police that they say that the IPOB member have killed? Have they mentioned the name of these police people that IPOB member have killed? The answer is no. And we don't even have their pictures, and there is nothing about these people. And he just went there to mow down our people.
The police idiot said that they are withholding their name for security purpose. So they are securing dead body. Idiots everywhere. But they have to go and re-edit their statement.
You know, the thing is just terrible, honestly speaking. You're holding back the names of the 2 policemen that you claim that our people killed. And if the 2 policemen is there, why not announce the name? And is the name of the police people or the life of the police people more better than the life of our people that they have been molding down for ages now? Are they far better? Okay, when it comes to the Zoo police, it will make headline. And when it is IPOB, like they say in 97.7 today, they say that it was clash between IPOB and the Nigerian police and the Nigerian military. I mean, when you talk of clash, what do we have to clash with these people? Do we have weapon? Do we have cutlass? What do we use to clash unarmed innocent civilian? Who clash with heavily AK-47 Boko Haram terrorist people?
Yes, IPOB clash with police. Then they have to burn IPOB lawyer's house. We will clash with the police and now spark off fire and burn our lawyer's house. Idiots everywhere.
What kind of people is this when they want to use this English language? I know that it's a borrowed language. They will not put it properly the way the English language to sound to the common man on the street to understand that unarmed person cannot go and face somebody that is heavily harmed. And he said that it was a clash. A clash of what? With innocent civilians. The world should listen, the British should listen, because they are killing our people in their prime. They mold them and they cut them down. The whole world should listen, because if British do not take off their hand, the calamity that will befall their generation will be, there is nothing anybody can compare about it, because they have been killing us for ages. We are crying, and the God Almighty in heaven is listening to the sound of our voice and to the cry of our people, because these people can never go unpunished. They can never go unhurt, because if you're looking in a compound of somebody, had it been that if I know for our barrister that compound is the only source of his livelihood, and you went to that compound and you burned down everything like that, meaning that you have rendered the young man hopeless and useless, and he has nothing to fall back again with. And by so doing, you make that person to become terrorist. And that's what they want us to be. And any day that we take up arms against the Nigerian state can never remain the same again. Let them understand that we know the church that they are going. The police and the DP and the so-called all of them, they are living in the midst of us. We know their houses. We know their children. We know their church. We know every place that they go to. They are not spirits. They are living here with us. And we know the number of police stations that we have here in the Zoo Republic, in our Biafra land. We know the number of barracks, in army barracks that we have here. We engage them, and there will be no reinforcement for them because already, as I'm sitting down here, who am I? I'm a dead person sitting down here. So what is left of me if I should go to confront the people? If I should go for me to go and die because of the sake of my people? As I'm living this life here, is it life that I'm living again? I am long gone. I'm a dead man. So there's nothing is left of our people any longer. Nobody, we are not scared of these people. It's just that we are holding back ourselves because of the work that our supreme leader is doing, so that they will not still have the opportunity for them to tag us terrorists, because that's what they want. And we are looking up to our leader. And the day that it will set, that the jungle will mature, they will know that what they have been seeing in Indian film, you're killing people and people are still coming, because now we have not taken any arms and they are killing us, we are still coming. They will kill us, we'll still go for them. They will look like, say, it's an Indian film, because we want to free ourselves and we want to go. Look at what happened in Ethiopia. They have gotten another country, a very little country that is not up to Iguaja here, that is not up to big like River State. And the whole Zoo media did not announce it. Channel television